Hey guys, welcome back. Today I got a product from Onewind I'd like to share with you guys, so let's get this started. Assistants here, you've seen them in previous videos before. It's Holly and Cadence.
Hi.
They're going to give me a little hand today with this thing, and you'll see why in a minute. So, saying that, let's get this thing out of the bag and see how big this sucker really is. Okay guys, I'm going to get Cadence to grab one corner. Cadence, grab that corner. And stand up and walk that way with it. I'll grab that corner.
All right.
Stand up.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Now, grab this corner actually. Alright guys, you can see how long this thing actually is. So it is quite long. If I was to stand up or hold it straight up and down like this, you can see I can't even hold it up straight. It's way taller than I am. So there is different uses with this. Sit down here. So there is different uses with this, as I just said. I'm going to show you each one basically and what they can do. Alright guys, as you can see, I got my cam caught out here. I got Holly to lay down on it. For one use of this here is a blanket. It's a very, very big blanket. So I did this rather quickly because it's like 30-some degrees out here. So get it. It is quite large, as you can tell. It overhangs quite long, but it's just not even all over the whatever. But as you can tell, I'm going to cover it up for a second. Bring this up like this to the end of the camp cot. It is still overhanging on the other end. So I want to cover her now. Probably sweating to
It's hot.
Like I said, it's 30-some degrees out here today, so it's quite warm. Alright, I'm going to set up in another way and I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, as you see here, I'm at the bottom end of the top quilt, and it has little snaps right here. There's two here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 top snaps. And on the other side, there's 8 corresponding snaps, I guess, what you call them, snap bottoms. And on either end, on either side, is 2 drawstrings. So if you snap these together, like so, and so on and so on, and up here, like so, you take these here drawstrings, you pull them at the same time, obviously. Pull them both at the same time. Little toggles here. You can get it right. There we go. So basically, you're creating yourself a sleeping bag or a top quilt with a foot box. So keep snapping these all the way up till you get done here. I know, time consuming, but at the bottom end there's two snaps right here, and at the other end where the buckle is another two more snaps. So, and there's also a buckle here that comes on it later on. So there we go, we have a top quilt. I'll get somebody else to get inside this here and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, I got Cadence to lay down this time. Figure Holly roasted for the first part. It's Cadence's turn to roast. I'm going to be the last one to roast. I'm going to be roasting a little bit more than what they will be. So, but anyways, I got this into the top quilt mode. So I'm going to get Cadence to lift up her feet, more or less. So, put your feet in like a little sleeping bag. And there you go. There's your top quilt mode, just like that, and as you can tell, it is quite large. This is the large model. I'm not sure the measurements, but I'll share the measurements and stuff later on at the end. So, but as you can tell, it still is quite large. So Cadence is almost my height, but still quite large. So with this configuration, you can also use it another way. Okay, lift the feet up. Okay, jump off. So one of my favorite ways to use this in this configuration is kind of like a sleeping bag. So what I'll do is I'll lay it out sideways as if I would like a sleeping bag, like so. Get it situated right here. And there we go, we have a nice little sleeping bag. Cadence, if you will, again, lay down that. Just like a sleeping bag, and lay down just like that. And there you go. There's your top quilt. Oh, first with the blanket and top quilt. Now this is like a sleeping bag style. So up here at the very top, there is another snap. Basically, is to hold it together, like so. Whoops. If I get it right, there we go. Snap just like so. So now you won't have to worry about it rolling, whatever. But unsnap it here. Now, okay, just pretend you're asleep whatever, and then kind of tuck it in under your, like on your side and whatever. Well, like you're sleeping on your side.
Like this?
Yeah, and then just kind of tuck it up under. There you go, just like that. And there you go, you have a nice little sleeping bag. Now you see right here, probably wondering what that is. Well, I'll get to that here in a moment. Okay, everybody. As I mentioned in the last clip, probably wondering what this here is for. Well, I'll show you. 1, 2, 3 snaps. Now, when I put this on right, I'll show you. It's a little tricky at first. So, here we go. You can also use it for a poncho. So, as I mentioned before, there's a buckle right here. And here's the corresponding tag. So, buckle together. Here you go. Hold it in like so, tuck it around your backside. Hold that again, and here you go. Poncho. Now, I'll bring my chair over. I'll sit down. Just like so. And there you go, your arms get cold. Not today, but in the cooler months, your arms get cold or whatever. You sit down, wrap it around yourself, stay nice and warm. Right now, I'm a little bit too warm. So, I'm gonna get out of this dang thing, because it's warm. If I didn't already say it before. Ugh. Holy cow! For being synthetic, this thing is warm. Alright. Oh, I should also mention, these, where are they here? Here they are, down here on the bottom. Excuse me. Down here on the bottom, these here snaps. There is an underquilt for a hammock, and you can use these here in correspondence with that underquilt. So you put the underquilt under your hammock, get it all situated properly, then you can take this here top quilt blanket piece here and snap it to the corresponding snaps on the underquilt on either side up to about here, and then up here at the very top at the same time. So you can leave one side unsnapped, you can flip it back, crawl in, snap it back up if you wish. If not, you can leave it, tuck it up in around your arms and whatnot. So so with all that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys back and I'm going to show you a little bit of the construction. Okay guys, the construction, it's all baffled all the way from one end to the other, side to side. They're all baffled from what, horizontal baffles, I guess, from one side to the next. So they're all stitched and everything. They're all good. Everything's all stitched through. It's all nice. Very nice construction. I never found any loose threads, any loose stitches, nothing. Even on the doohickey thing right here, the clip. There is a little loose thread right here, but I mean, that's just from me using it and not realizing where I grabbed it and everything like that. But anyways, that's me. But everything else, I didn't find no loose threads, no loose stitching, nothing. So, with all this, oh yes, and get it situated here. It starts off square down here at the head end, and the further down you get toward the foot end, it does taper off into like a mummy style, like a sleeping bag or whatever. If you're going to use it, if you're going to use it like that. So I'll use it like this, like I said, like a mummy style. You can tell it is tapered down a little bit. So get this thing squared off, but you kind of get what I'm saying here. So it does taper off, if you can notice it a little bit. So, but with everything I've mentioned, I think I've covered all the uses. The blanket, the top quilt, the sleeping bag style, and the poncho. So there's 4 different configurations you can use with this one piece of gear. So I give it a good thumbs up anyways. Good 2 thumbs up. So, well, I think I'm going to get this back in the stuff sack and then bring you guys back for final thoughts and specs and all that fancy stuff. Okay guys, so that was the Onewind Topquilt. So far, I'm liking it. I've used it multiple times already. Like I said, I do like it. I do enjoy it. It's a very versatile piece of kit. So, I'll give you a few specs as soon as I locate them again. So this here it is offered in 2 colors, OD green and blue. Yep, blue. It's like a navy, like a dark navy blue. So I mean, it's whatever color that you like, but like I say, it is offered in OD green and navy blue. There is the large 40 Fahrenheit, the medium 50 Fahrenheit, and the large 50 Fahrenheit. I do believe this is the large 50 Fahrenheit, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember which one it was, but we're gonna go with that anyways. So, let me see here. It is bio-based filter made with DuPont Sorona material. I am guessing it's something new. I don't know. Basically, it's made of synthetic insulation. So, find some more here. Okay. The overquilt is quilted with bio-based fiber with DuPont Sorona. Basically, it's synthetic material, as I already said. It's more fluffy, high warmth, with high elasticity for winter seasons. So basically, if you have a sleeping bag that you may or may not be kind of chilly throughout the night, this here is a good, basically like a barrier, I guess, or like a safety net. You could take this and put it inside of your sleeping bag if you want, if you wanted to. Say like if you have like a sleeping bag that's good for like -10, and it's going to be say like -12 or something, and you're kind of like, you think you might be cold but you're not 100%, so you don't want to take that chance. You could actually take this here, make it into the top quilt configuration, goes in the foot box, snap it all upside and everything, and shove it down inside of your sleeping bag as an extra sleeve, and then crawl inside of them both and zip up your sleeping bag, and there you go. You're good for -12. At least I hope so. But I'm going to test that theory out this winter. I have a sleeping bag. It's hot, but I have a sleeping bag that's good for 0 degrees. So I'm going to take this. If it's going to be like -5, I'm going to take this in my 0 degree sleeping bag and take this here and shove it inside, like I just mentioned. Excuse me. And see if I'm cold overnight, if I freeze, or if I'm halfway decently warm. So, with that being said, back to more specs. Ultralight nylon with ultralight nylon is with DWR, which is durable water resistant material, or sorry, a coating to help shed moisture and cold, wet, whatever throughout the night. So, and it keeps you warm and dry basically. So, convertible foot box makes for a quick entry and exit, keeping the heat in. Don't have to worry about zippers and all that stuff. If you have to get up, go to the washroom, or if you happen to be too warm, you don't have to fight with the zipper. You just kind of fillet it open, and there you go. Vent out some heat, close it back up, and continue on with your evening. Features and details. So, the sleeping quilt, large size, measures 85 inches by 54 inches. Shell and liner fabrics are 20D and 400T ultralight nylon, 1.1 ounce. The total weight is 2.6 pounds, or is it 1.3 kilograms? I think that's right. So, application environment temperature up to 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which 35 degrees Fahrenheit is like 1.3 degrees Celsius, 1.5, somewhere in around that ballpark. Dirt bike going by. Sorry about that. So it can be washed and dried quickly. Synthetic insulation and washable. But if this was goose down, you would not want it thrown in your wash machine. You want to take it, if you wanted to clean properly, you'd have to take it to like a, I'm going to say like a dry cleaners to have it properly cleaned and dried. Sorry. So what else? So the large 40 is what I have, which is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Dirt bikes, I tell you, a pain in my butt some days. But anyways, it's 1.18 kilograms. So I stand corrected. So it's Onewind weight, item weight, yep. And so, yep. So as I said, I did purchase this on Amazon. So I will include the Amazon link in the description below. I will also include the Onewind website in the description below. So if you guys have any questions or comments, you know where to put them. So with all that being said, I'm going to further enjoy this Onewind Topquilt product. And who knows? I might get more, I may not, I don't know. But we'll see. So guys, catch you guys on the next one.